Hey everyone, welcome to this stream. So I am here today, not so late this time, just a little bit late as usual. Try to do better, but so all right. Let me check my sound. I hope it's all right. How's the cam? Maybe I'll put it a little bit down here so that it's more interesting. Okay, so I don't have that. Okay, I am here. Okay. Hello. Welcome again. Maybe it's just a little bit too close to my face. Okay, that should be better. All right. Sound seems to be okay according to OBS, so that's good. Hello everyone. Do we have people in the chat yet? Not so many, but yeah, we'll grow. Okay, yeah, let me fix the lighting. That's probably something I should fix here. Okay, sounds better. Well, looks better. Once the camera has caught up, it looks better. Okay. What is the T status? It's not infused. I need to fix that. And infusing now. All right, and that is a 4 minutes tea. All right, let me set that up. Okay. All right. This is looking good. So as I mentioned before, I do not really know what we're going to work on today. As always, sometimes I have some selections of things we could work on, but this time, not so many. There is still the text file that I use with the possible tickets that we could work on. It's still here, but we cleared 2 of them last week, which is good. But that means there's less to work on now. So what did we work on last time? That was on FMN. And okay, let me share my screen. That should be clearer for you. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, yeah, that's better now. Okay, so we worked on FMN, and I think that was the add new rule vs create new rule thing. And also we fixed a bug that isn't in this list because we just happened upon it while hacking. So at least 891 should be done. And yeah, and we did 892 as well. So this isn't assigned, but I could have a look at it. I think we did that one. Yeah, okay. There's a commit associated to it, so I'll better assign it to myself now. Okay, so those 2 have been worked on. I think that the ticket is still, the pull requests is still up. Oh yeah, this one required clarification. Okay, that's good. And the pull request that I made was this one. Yep. Okay. And well, it's been a week. No one made any critics of it. And it says that it's out of date, but I'll still merge it, I think. Should I just update it? Yeah, just rebase it. Please. Please GitHub, rebase the thing. And it should trigger the tests again, and if all tests pass, I'll just merge it, and we'll be done with it. Okay. So that's 891 and 892 that we did focus on, and I can remove. And there's still an 876 about UI in there. Which one is it? Oh yeah, provide all applications. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's still something that we could have a look at. It should be basically the same thing. It should be basically the same thing, which is just, add some text to clarify where the data comes from, basically. Yeah, we could do that. That should be an easy start, and then we can figure out whether we want to do something else afterwards. Say hello if you're in the chat, so I can, and like wave if you want to, of course. No, nothing mandatory, but yeah, it'd be nice to have some interaction. Okay, so tests have started on the rebase. I'm gonna wait for them to finish, and in the meantime, let's go back to our list of easy fixes. That is growing thinner and thinner week by week. That's good news. That's the point. Maybe I should try to tag more issues with easy fix, because the issues have kept coming, that is for sure. Only the easy fixes is growing thinner, at least on the applications that I know already. So one thing we could do this time, if we wanted to do something a bit crazy, is try to work on some application that I have never worked on before, such as Anitia, for example, or the new hotness, or one of the things, or Moat, for example, that could work too. If there are things that I could work on Moat or Anitia, it's all good. I'm not sure whether the easy fix that has been tagged by the owner of the repositories is something that I could do in an hour, but I can look at it and figure it out. Okay. Well, I think I'm just going to wait a bit for people to show up. And that gives me time to sip some tea. Timer is done. Okay. All right. Okay, let's have a look at what we have. There's Anitia. Good contender. Haven't ever worked on it, haven't ever installed it or run the VM or whatever, so yep. So what is this one about? Show stable version in response to the API. So what's this about? Yeah, and the maintainer has said that it would be a nice improvement, so why not? Are there pull requests already? Yeah, just dependency things. And there's that one. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of issues. What's going on? Okay. Okay. Let us go back to the easy fix one. I think I lost it. Fine. Okay. Pull request 1567 has been merged already, has been for a long time. It's added to the project's API. Yeah, we could totally do that, even though most of the work has been done by the reporter already. So yeah, let's give him a chance to write the PR, because he asks, "Can I create a PR for this?" So yeah. Let's give him some time to create it if he still wants the data. Get release date with API. You see the list of all version. This contains the date. Not found a way to get the date with the API. Okay, well, let's have a look at this one. What is this about? Easy to add, not a release date. Yeah, okay. In my case, this would be good enough. Okay. Yeah, I could have a look at that. Oh, my tests have passed apparently. Yes. Yeah, there's no approving review. That's fine. I'll review it on myself. Okay, that's done. Merged. It'll be in the next build. That's good. Okay, done. Okay, next is what else is there? I need to add a flag that flag set message topic doesn't contain project. What does the maintainer have to say about that? I created a fix for this in FMN. Oh, really? It has been merged. Okay, I guess that's... Okay, I guess that's fine then. Is it blocked? Okay, so... Okay. Yeah, let's ask for an update on the status of this ticket. Okay, what else do we have? There's body. Now that's a very big one. Fast JSON. That's documentation and documentation. It should be done at some point, but maybe not the most interesting thing to do on stream. Fed message, blah blah blah. That's gonna die. This is gonna die as well. This is very old. This one hasn't changed. There's still this issue, and there's still the all applications, the 876, as we said before, it's still there. Free API fast, no, that's kind of hard. Tarrier, it's been rewritten, Badger server as well. There's this one, 16, that we could do. It's about making calls to like updated bugs fed message to make calls to fast JSON to add to the message the name of the fast user, not only the email address that Bugzilla works with. So yeah, I think it's already in my shortlist. Yes, it is. Okay, Malbot Fedora. Oh, that's kind of new. 4 days ago. Okay, cool. This one is blocked, but this one we could work on. Obvious copy pasta issue. Just need to fix it. Okay. Yeah, hello and info is, yeah. Who said that? Oh, that's Ryan. Okay. Yeah, we could totally do that. That's a very simple thing. And it would get us back to Malbot Fedora, which is, I think, an interesting project that is useful to the project, to the Fedora project as a whole. So, cool. Moat now. Moat is one project I've never contributed to, so that could be interesting. This one is already assigned. Document API endpoints and return JSON schema. That's, I suppose that's documentation as it says, so maybe not the most interesting thing to do right now. Add relevant links in the footer. That's, all the big chunk of links that we have on the Fedora pages. Auto-link URLs in the summary and logs. Create an href hyperlink in the meeting logs. Use the link command. Okay. Link all the URLs in the HTML summary and logs. That is fair, I think. Okay, let me have a look at that. Ah, there's already a discussion here. Okay. Mozilla Bleach's Linkify could work. It's from 2017, huh? Oh, can I be assigned this? Right, I suppose so. I'm not a maintainer of Mote, but this is kind of old. Yeah, that is a CacheDips project. Let's look at if the message is still relevant. I'm not sure. It looks like all the links are already converted. Ah, maybe not. Yeah, there's a ton of links here that aren't converted. Sorry, converted. But that's kind of old. Let's take a more recent meeting and see if, like meeting by date, for example. Let's take CP Infra Knowledge Daily Stand-Up. Yes, there's very few. Oh yeah, that's just a daily stand-up, that's why. Let's have a look at the FESCO one. Now that's more interesting. Let's get the full logs. Right. Blah, 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 blah. I'm sure somebody's going to post a link here. Yeah, there's that. There's a link to FESCO here. Yeah, okay. That is still relevant because the link is not converted. Okay, so that's definitely an issue. Well, not an issue, something that we could work on at least. Yep, that will be a first try to contribute to Mote. So interesting stuff. I'll keep that in mind in my shortlist. Where's my shortlist? That's definitely not my shortlist. That's where it is. Mote. Linkify. Okay. So there's that. I think I didn't store this one. Yeah, get release date with the API on Anitia. Anitia 1448. Get release date with API. Good. So there's that. Okay. Nice. What else do we have here? Then the Pagure exporter, that's being heavily worked on these days, so I'm not sure it's a good idea to try to tackle easy fixes now. Well, I can answer that one at least. Investigate the use of PyVenv instead of virtual env. It should be Python-mvenv most of the time, unless virtual env has a special command that you, or a special feature that you absolutely need. Otherwise, python-mvm. Okay, what else do we have? Release monitoring. Okay, that's the Anitia that we already have. Cool. Fedora QA, Fedora website, free IPA, Epsilon, Pagure messages. This one here actually requires a change in Pagure itself, which is not impossible to do, but yeah, there's a bit of work to do here. And the rest, I don't think I know anything about that. I'm not sure those people are still interested in having issues show up on this page. Or maybe they subscribed or they registered their project a while ago and it's still there, and they're not sure they're still interested in other people having a look at it. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. All right. Oh, I see there's new people in the chat. Hey everyone. I see some familiar faces, or should I say handles. Okay, so I have a few things to make you vote on. I can clear that one. You don't need this. So let me open a poll. Ideally, the last elements will still be there. Yes, they are. So, yeah, okay. I'm keeping FMN 876, which is a very small thing in the UI. Gonna add some more. And the new ones that we found today. And a new option on Anitia. And there it is. So you should be able to click on things now if you would prefer to see how you stand up a moat instance and fix something in there, or Anitia, because I don't know, like you've seen me touch the other programs already. Or I could finish the thing with the FMN UI, so we'd be done with it. Or the Bugzilla to Fed message one also. That's more Python, while FMN UI is TypeScript, so that's already a big difference, depending on what you want to see. And yeah, and what else? I'll just let you choose. I think if I get back to the... Yeah, so you should... Yeah, you don't need, I think, you don't need to see the screen. And I'm perfectly hidden behind the poll. That's perfect. Cheers. Oh, I see votes. That's interesting. I'm gonna give it one more minute. Okay, I think we are nearing the end of this poll. right. Okay, let's close it. And we do have a winner. And so we're going to be looking at Pagure messages today. Okay. Okay, now that's, where is it? Pagure messages. That's the one. No git diff for Pagure. Okay. Right, so, okay, so there is, actually, is that still valid? Okay, let's have a look at the Pagure messages, because I think I did something on that a while ago. That reminds me, I think I did something a while ago on FMN. Let me have a look at the FMN source code. So it should be update Pagure messages to use the new patch URL feature. So there's something about patch URL, right? What's this patch URL feature? That, I suppose that's the previous topic. Let's have a look at that. Add a way to extend the email notifications body with, for example, a git patch. Ooh, that sounds like what we are talking about, right? So the way I did that is, I did that in a way that is not as clean as I would like it to. Yeah, okay. Right, so what it does here is look for a patch URL attribute in the message. That is not something standard. I mean, it could be implemented by any, it could be implemented by, I suppose, by any emitter or any schema. And you would have a patch URL that you could have in your API, and then FMN would just retrieve it and put it in the body of the message. That said, it's not the clearest thing. It's not great. Yeah. Yeah, it's not fantastic. That's not the best way to do this. The best way to do this would be instead of Pagure sending a message, you see, with the whole body and the URL to the patch to FMN, and then FMN making an HTTP call back to Pagure to get the information that Pagure had from the beginning, and put that inside the email that is sent. Yeah, that's too many round trips. Well, not too many, but it could be. It doesn't need to be like this. What we could have is have Pagure generate the patch, like the textual patch, for the change in the message itself, and then send out the whole thing. And as a result, you would have the entire text of the patch inside the message, and yeah, and that's pretty much it, I suppose. Right? That should be it. But that requires a change in Pagure itself, not only the messages. So I'm going to try and do that. Okay, so I have a Pagure extract that is clean, or is it? Yes, it is clean. And I am ready to have a look at that. So let's take this. Okay. So first thing I would look at is, well, first thing I should do is create a branch for my change. So let's make it here. Checkout -b. Can you read that, or is it too small again? You know what? I'll try and make it bigger again. I think that's in the profile. It looks small on my screen, but maybe I can make it a little bit bigger. Would it be useful? I mean, the bigger I make it, the less you can see on the screen. So there's a trade-off here, obviously. Let's make it a little bit bigger. All right. All right, let's stick with that for now. Okay, so I'll make a different branch. Messages with git patch, or messages with patch. Yes, that's fine. Let's name it like this. Okay, so now first thing I would like to know is, where are my messages generated? Well, the ideal thing that I would do is have a look, look at where the schemas are imported, because Pagure, if Pagure wants to send a message with a schema, then it needs to import the schema, right? So it should have Pagure messages somewhere. It does have it. It's all in the tests, and it's in Pagure lib notify. That's fine. Okay, so let's look at Pagure lib notify. Schema is no, Pagure messages, sorry. Right, it's importing it here. And Pagure messages has a get message object from topic. Right, so that's how you select the class, the schema class that you are going to be using. All good. And then you just, what? You just construct the class with the message that has been given here, right? So that's pretty straightforward, and then publish it. Okay, so if I want to add data to this message dictionary, I need to look at who calls that. Fedora Messaging publish. It is called by the notify file itself and by the default hook. So yeah, that's the one. Okay, but no, that's called here. Okay. Oh, all right. So okay. So message here is just passed from the log. That's okay. I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. Okay, so we are calling it from log. Where is this log function called? I expect a lot of calls to log, of course, but it's not, yeah, it's not serve.log, it's notify.log. So let me examine all of them. It's not from comment-milter because that's the internal self.log function. It is used in Pagure API fork. Oh, yep, it's used in several places actually. So what I am interested in is messages. I think I can have a look at the topic here, because this is about Git diffs. So I'm only interested in messages on the, I think it's the git receive topic. I think it's the git receive topic. Because pushed a number of commits on, I think that's the git receive. Let me check that. Right, that's only on the git schema, and the git schema is only called it's called with a Pagure git receive topic, always. Okay, good. Good. So now I can look for git receive. And yeah, it's not git anything receive, it's git dot receive. And that is only used in the default hook. So that's the only place where I send a message that is of the git receive topic. Git receive. Okay. That is where the message is constructed. Then it sends the fed message, stamp MQTT, blah, 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 all the things. Okay, so if I want to add something to whatever, to what is sent when that happens, I need to add it here to this message dict. Okay, there's good news. I have done something similar in another project. I've recently created a repo with a Git hook for Fedora Messaging, a generic Git hook, nothing related to Pagure. And this Git hook, so this is a program that you can put in your post receive hook. Blah 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 blah. Okay, very interesting. Blah blah blah. Docs is failing, huh? I need to have a look at that. I can do that later. All good. Docs is failing, really? Oh, maybe I haven't. Yeah, maybe it's because I didn't create the project. Or does it have test? Yeah, it does have docs. Somewhat. It has some of them. It's not great because it's all coming from the cookie cutter template, which is too generic, but that's okay for now. Anyway, why I was mentioning this is because this hook here, this topic, this hook is able to generate the diff between two commits and put it inside the repo, inside the message, sorry. So build patch, that's the thing. Where is this called? It's called in, yeah, okay, build commit, you give it a repo, that's just a config, a reference, a revision, sorry, branch, get the diffs, and with the diffs, what? Okay, diff 2.3. Okay, that's fine. Let's look at whether we can, well, how we could get this patch here. That's total commits. Okay, good. I think that for each of the revisions, I should create a diff, probably. So getting the diff in text would actually be a pretty big piece of work, I think, even though I have the reference on the other side. Or I could have patches as a dictionary indexed by the revision, and where the value would be the patch itself. I think that's, yeah, I think that should be, that's probably the best way to do it. So I would have something like, oh no, that's definitely not that. I would have something like patches equal rev get patch rev, or maybe a private function, or protected, even though there isn't such a thing in Python, but it's fine. For rev in revs, and that would get me a dictionary of patches indexed by revision. Do I have a list of revisions? Or do I know in which order they are? There's a start and end commit, but I do not have an order in there. I should add the revs themselves, no? Or I should have like commits and just put the revs here. Wait, what are my revs? Get author, search user, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so rev is, what is rev? Is it, I guess rev should be, is it a list of strings, or is it, oh, I can have a look at how this is done in Pagure libgit. Pagure libgit.py. Right, so that's where it's called. They are calling get author email, etc., etc. That's probably where the wrapping of Pygit 2 is done. Commit to patch, that sounds good. For a given commit, a specified Git repo, return a string representation of the changes the commit did in a format that allows it to be used as a patch. That's great. That's exactly what I want. Okay, cool. Update Git. I want the functions called here. Oh, sorry. Mistypes. Get author email, right? That. Okay, so commit really looks like a string here. Same thing for get author, right? Yeah, commit really looks like a string here. It's calling Git. It's making a call to Git itself. That's not ideal. So I think that rev here is a string, which is fine for this, because I want to have a list of strings here. But here I would like to have something better. So get patch is going to take a string. Do I know what my repo is here? Yeah, there's a repo here, etc., etc. Okay, that's all good. Do I make any calls to Pygit 2 from here? I don't think so. Okay, what can I do with repo dir? I would prefer to have, oh, maybe project is a Pagure thingy. What's project? Okay, project is the, I guess it's the database instance. I think it's the database model, because it has like private CI hook, etc., etc. Okay, full name, yeah. Okay, that's good. Does this project object have a way to get the Pagure repo from it? Let's look at the models. No, lib maybe, models. I'm betting this is a big file. Oh yeah, just 3,520 lines. Fantastic. So project. What can I do with a project object? Can I get the path? Fine. Can I get the Pagure repo? Does this import Pagure at all? Yes, it does. So let's go back to my project and see if I do anything with Pagure. Okay. I see. Repo path. Put the path of the Git repo on the file system. That's fine. Pseudo path. That doesn't inspire a lot of confidence in me. Okay. Anything else done with Pagure? No, that's pretty much it. Okay, so init repository. I'm not sure what init repository does. Let's first make sure that it doesn't destroy the repository itself. Otherwise, we'd have a little bit of a problem. Where is the documentation for Pagure? It is here. Pagure. Okay, so I have a repository, right? And what I want is to have the interface that Pagure gives me out of it. Recipe. I want, for example, a Git show. Okay, so I do a pagure2.repository with the path to the repository. That sounds fair. Okay, so let's say I'm here. Send Fed message notification, send stamp, webhook, send action, send notifications. I think that's the one. Yes, that's where I was. Author revisions, yes. Okay, So as long as it has revisions, I am going to... So, okay, so get patch gets a revision, right? It should have a revision, but it should also have a repo dir, I suppose. Or I should maybe do this here. Like if it has revs, then I'll just build the patch list. Equal, or like I get the repo. Repo, do I have already something called repo here? Probably not, right? No, there's only repo dir. Okay, repo equal pygit2.repository of the repo dir. Right? That's what it says in the doc here. So I have this repo, and now I can do the get patch with rev, or should I say just repo and rev. And I can have this function get patch be somewhere else. Probably in this file. There's commit to patch, that's fine. So I can use it with a repo object. Oh, that's great. I should just use that. Instead, I'm gonna have here commit to patch with the repo obj. And that's the repo obj is the pygit2 repository object. Okay, great. That's just what I created. And commits is a list of commits to convert to path. Why path? Oh, patch maybe. To convert to patch. Okay, there's a C missing. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I have repo obj here, and I have a list of commits. That's cool. Except I think I only want to have them one by one, no? Or... Right. Because that's otherwise the patch will be the entire thing appended one after the other. I'm not sure I want that. Do I? Do I want that? Huh. Do I want to let it do the whole thing? Yeah. For now, what I'm going to do is just let it do the whole thing. So patches or patch, because it's going to be only one thing, is going to be commit to patch with the repo and the revs, all the revs. Right, and then I don't need this commit here. Well, I do not need to add it. It would be nice, I think, to have it, but I don't need it now. Okay, so there's commit to patch. So of course I need to import it, of course. Yeah, it's from Pagure libgit import commit to patch, or is it commits with an S? It's not, even though it takes more than one commits, but that's fine. Commit to patch. Oh, that's nice print here. Anyway, yeah, here we are. Is it still calling this send? Is it still calling this? Looks like it is calling. Right, it's just calling it afterwards. It's fine, it's all good. Okay, so I could use that. Apparently the function is already prepared for me, so that's nice. It's just this repo here, this repo thing. I don't think I need it elsewhere, which is a bit too bad, but like I'm building this if there's rev, that's fine. Inform pull request, okay. Fine, let's try that. Okay, now if I run the tests for Pagure, it should fail because it's the output of the hook of the message is going to be different from before. So I think these tests should fail, right? What test am I going to be running? Oh, there's a ton of them. Test Pagure lib notify, I suppose? Or text Pagure hooks default, yeah. Hooks, Pagure hook. Nice. So I'm going to try and run that. So how are the tests run in this? Probably with tox, right? There's a tox file, so I suppose that's how you run it. pytest-n auto. Okay, that's good. Sorry, tox-l tells me that I can run py39. And do I have the possibility to limit the tests that are run? Yes, I do have posargs. That's cool. That means that I can run tox-k and I suppose test Pagure hooks Pagure hook. Is this gonna work? We'll see. All right, Pagure is currently, well, Tox is currently setting up the virtual environment. That's kind of long. Maybe there's a ton of requirements in there. Yeah, that's likely actually. In the meantime, we can chat if you want to. That is very long. Very, very long. Aha, something happens. Ooh, that's a ton of errors. Hey Crossbow, how you doing? Hey, no worries, you can lock as much as you want. Ooh, that's a ton of errors. I'm betting that I'm missing something more fundamental. Crash. Okay, so what's going on? Do I miss a dependency? Is there something missing here? Cannot import URL code from Workzog URLs. Okay. I am betting that this means that the Workzog URL, the Workzog version is too recent. Let's have a look at the requirements. Right, then the Flask requirements. It's all failing, okay. What version of Workzog was installed? So, oh yes, not. Okay. 301. That's, I think that's for Flask. That's for Flask 3. Right. So let me bring this dependency back to 2. Yeah. So I need Flask inferior 222, that's fine, but I also need Werkzeug inferior to 3. Thank you. Can you do that again, please, docs? I think it's going to rebuild the environment. I'm going to try and do something different here. Oh, and by the way, I made a mistake. Because it's not inferior or equal to, it's strictly inferior to. Thank you. Let me try to run the tests again. Of course, that's going to fail, right? What is the command that is being run? It is, doesn't tell me what it is. That would be nice though. Fine. I think it's pytest. Pytest-n auto. Okay, let me try that again now. So this, except it's pytest-n auto. And the rest. Do it, please. Yeah, because I don't want to wait for Tox to rebuild the entire environment. Thank you very much. It's long enough as it is. Ah. Errors. Fine. Expected fixes relation to be called once. Yep. Called 0 times. That's the only error? Is it the only error that I get? That would be not great. So what else do I have to help me? Error. Okay. Bad revision head. Okay. Okay, I suppose that comes from the new change. Right, because new commit lists. New commit list is just head. And here I am trying to get head is a bad revision, really? What's wrong with this? Okay, let's delve into it. Seems like a fair error. I'll have a... Yeah. Okay, that's my test, and I want to have Pagure, libhook or hooks, default, right. Okay. Let me show what this repo could be. Yeah, it's building an entire project. What are the errors that failed? All three of them failed. Okay. Generate short log URL. Yeah, because there was like 3 failed and 1 skipped, so add content to Git. Okay. And then it's calling Pagure generate revision change log. Huh. Wait, where's the default? Hey, that's not the test I want to test. Okay, wait, let me check something first. Let me stash all the changes that I've made and run the test again, because they may not be passing already. Okay, so do the Pagure tests pass at the moment? How do I know if the tests pass? Ah, there it is. 1 failure flag. Okay. Jenkins says failure. Okay. Wait, there's failing tests. There's quite a bit of failing tests. Okay. Ah. Right, there's 646 tests that fail. Uh-huh. Okay. No, that can be right. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure you're reading this, but I think, unless I'm mistaken, that's the results of the last pull requests on Pagure. So wait, that's add API endpoint, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm surprised. I mean, that's really quite a lot. Maybe the CI is broken in Jenkins at the moment, but the tests actually pass. 1B, yeah, that's the same commit. Maybe it's the Jenkins thing that is broken at the moment, because that's quite a lot of failures. I mean, it's not entirely failures. There are some things that pass, 1,000 of them, but I mean, there's like 1/3 of the tests that don't pass. So, okay, anyway, that's not a problem. Yeah, okay, so if I do not make any change, those tests don't pass. Okay. Okay, They already don't pass. Okay, that's okay, I guess. Where are the tests for the things that I'm changing? Test Pagure hooks, there's only this one. That's a bit weird. Let me check something else, right? I mean, how, maybe it's tested by something else. Do I have a coverage report somewhere? Ah. Right, so it's expected that the coverage, docs contributing, there's something about that. Okay. Contributing, okay, fine. Nice. We have it having full coverage, that's good. If smart coverage doesn't want to check that the function work in the way we want, but also that they fail when we expect it and the way we expect it. Right. That's 100% coverage is not sufficient. I totally agree with that. Sometimes you need to test something in different situations to make sure that like sometimes you get your coverage person because the code is just imported or you just run through it. But yeah, agree. Totally agree with that. Oh. Okay, so you can run the tests. Okay, you can run the test independently from one another just by calling them. That's fine. Right, so where's my PyTest? Here. So I could, in theory, just do this, right? And Pagure would just run it. And sorry, PyTest would just run it. Okay, that's cool. It would be better if it actually worked, but that's fine. I don't know why it fails actually. Like it says that the git log no work head. I'm not sure. Bad revision head. Okay, that's kind of weird, but maybe the git. I don't know why it fails here and it shouldn't. But let's just run docs with the Py39 environment and see if maybe that will tell me that I need more dependencies, one more dependency to run the test properly. Oh, there's one that fails already. But if there's actually 1,500 or 600 tests maybe, and they run at this speed, maybe I shouldn't wait for them all to finish. That is a lot of failures for something that I haven't touched. Okay. Let us ask PyTest to stop at the first failure. No such file or directory Alembic 3. Well, there's something wrong with the configuration of the test. I mean, they should install Alembic. No, I don't have any changes here. So that's why I was getting failures from things that I didn't change. So I was curious and I stashed my changes and run the tests again, and they are failing. And even on CI they are failing. So not very good sign. Yeah. Are there recommendations to run the test actually? Maybe let me look at the contributing thing again. Because maybe they want us to run the test in some VM or something. No. I mean, it's weird that they hard-coded, even though, well, the Alembic 3 test here, I don't know why why would it be Alembic 3? In which case is there an Alembic 3? I mean, if Alembic is installed by Tox, that's never true. Let's just run it like this for now and see if I test fail again. Oh, they will be failing, but at least not on the Alembic test. Alembic 3, I think that's only, I don't know. Anyway, let's let it run for now. I'm still surprised. I mean, I'm surprised that the tests still don't pass here. Let's look at the pull requests. Do I use FZF in the terminal? No, I don't even know what that is. FZF, what is it? I'm interested. A new command? Nice. I do not have it. I should do that as my... Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's do it as a user. Reference refs heads main not found. That's really weird. Yep, I'm not sure I can get the Pagure test to pass now. So it looks like it's another difference. Head if punch equal master, heads else ref heads main. Lookup reference with main not found. Oh, I suppose that the default branch is not master anymore, it's main, but I mean that should have been done ages ago. Why is it still there? Why hasn't the test been fixed already? Okay, so let's look at the pull requests. That's all the pull requests. Let's look at those that we closed recently. So the merged ones. Fixed test a month ago, that's fine. This fixes the Fedora test, but plenty of other tests failing on CentOS. Thank you for the fixes. Okay, so this means that it's actually failing test at the moment, like it has been for a long time. I shouldn't say ages, but I'm thinking ages. Right, and that's the link to Jenkins. That's because what was changed here? Right. Right. So it's equal. Right. You know what? I am not sure I can fix that. So, unless I'm missing something very obvious, this means that the tests are failing on Pagure without any change, like with the current code base, and have been failing for a long time. Change master to main. This fails again, even though like the changes here is in the HTML. And this shows where are the tests run? They are not even run. Right. Just cloning it. Okay, that's a different error. Well, I think I am not going to fix this today, because this would require first making sure that all the tests pass currently with the current code base before I add more tests and make sure that they pass. And yeah, that's if there's actually 600, like a third of the tests that don't pass. Maybe they all fail for the same small reason, though. No test name true. Okay, that's no test name true. I do not know. Question is, how did that happen? Did failed test get to production? I'm not sure how far from production is the current code base. Like this code base is currently it's currently being tested on Python 3.7, 3.8, and 3.9. It doesn't support Python 3.6, but the current production code is currently running on Python 3.6. So it might be that the code base that is currently running on production is old or like far removed from the head branch. And maybe at that time all the tests were passing. Maybe they stopped passing in between when updates were made and tests weren't adapted to them. I don't know. Not great. Not great. In the meantime, for the issue that is at hand, I think there is a workaround because I have added to FMN a way to look at the patch URL attribute and just retrieve it automatically. So I think they should be getting the patch in the messages themselves, but it's not really how it should be done. That's for sure. Okay, well, I have time to, well, if there's somebody who would like to get into Pagure and have a look at why the tests are failing at the moment and fix them, that would be great. And it would enable us to do more things on it. Unless there's something that I'm missing and I just haven't, I don't know, installed something or run the test in the proper container or, you know, do something like this and the tests are failing on my machine while they shouldn't be failing. But they are failing on CI as well. So yeah, it's not only my machine, then that is a problem. All right. What else did we have? We had something about FMN that could be fixed quickly, but I'm not sure I should start an entire environment right now. So let's look at what changes I made. I haven't tested them, of course, but in theory they should work. Well, of course, if that was always true, we wouldn't need tests. I'll remove this redundant print. Okay, so I'm instantiating the Pagure instance, the Pagure repository instance, and then using the included commit to patch function to add a new key to the dictionary, so it's backwards compatible. I do not need to change the version of the messages on the bus. Yeah, that's just to fix the tests, to fix the entire test environment, setting vector to be below 3.0.0 until we can get Flask to go above 2.2.2. Which then again, it's kind of hard to do if your entire test suite is, well, if 1/3 of your test suite is failing, it's kind of hard to upgrade to make big dependency updates, such as going with Flask 3. Anyway, I'll keep that in a corner in my repo somewhere, and or maybe make a commit to it, like. Work in progress. Okay, so ideally what I would do is something better. I would make sure that this diff is not going to be gigantic, because I don't like if there's a gigantic change. I want to make sure that I'm not building a gigantic message, right? So what I would do is build the patch here. Patch equal blah, blah, blah. And then limit its size. So here I would have patch if len of patch is inferior to or like I don't know. So that's 1024, right? Except that's way too small. What is 220? Yeah. Sorry about that. No. Sorry. That's not how you do it in EXPR? Or is it power? Is it like this? No. I'll just pop up a calculator. 2. No, not squared, thank you. I need something better. Yes. That sounds better. It's like 10 kilobytes. No, 10 kilobytes would be that's 1 kilobyte. Okay. Then I have 2 power of 20 is what, 1 megabyte then? I'm so bad at math. Yes, it's 1 megabyte. Then what would be my limit? 100 megabytes? No, that's way too big. 10 megabytes? 2 megabytes? It's diff, right? It can't be gigantic. Let's make a limit. Let's put a limit at 10 megabytes. That's already pretty big. I mean, 5? Any preference? So that's 1 megabyte, and 2 power 25 would be way too big. Yeah, I think I'll go with 2 power 22. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Patch size limits. Right, and I get, so the patch is going to be none if it's too big. And if that's none, then I can fall back to the patch URL and just use the URL in the link, and the person is not going to, yeah. I mean, this is going to end up in email in the end, right? Maybe I should just go with 1 megabyte. I mean, a 1 megabyte patch is gigantic, right? Who wants that in their email? Anyway. Yeah, so that's what I would do. That's what I had in mind, at least. I build the patch using the included function, and then I make sure that I don't send a gigantic message. Okay. I can't really make a pull request or send it or write tests because, yeah. But I think it's gonna have to be limited to that for now. Any questions on all that you might have? Write a script that calculates average and total diff sizes. Just run it in Python. Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah. Of course. Sorry, I was late on that. To just make sure that yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that would work, of course. Write script that calculates average and total diff size. No. Yeah, the kernel guys do everything in email patches. I know that. They're also moving away from that. There's been emails recently, well, rather recently on the kernel mailing list, even emails by Linus who say that this isn't working anymore and they're looking for other ways to do it. But we're not. This is notifications, right? It's just to help the person. Like the patch inside the email is basically to save one click to the person who receives the email, so they don't have to click on the message and to click on the link and see it in Pagure itself. So, yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna end there. This is a commit that I'll keep in my repo. Maybe I will look at why tests fails in Pagure at some point, but I have no idea when I can get to that, and that's really not very high in my priorities. So if somebody else is interested in learning things about Pagure, making the tests work is a good way to do it, because you would have to get to different places in the code where the test is failing, understand about the environment that Pagure requires to run. So it's a good way to learn a new application. So if you want to do that, you are very welcome. All right, so I think I'm gonna end there. Let me turn off the screen then. Yeah, there it is. Any questions on all that? If there's things that I can help you with, I'm happy to. And if not, we are 1 quarter early with regards to the end time, the limit time that I had set in the beginning. So I think we can stop there. So FZF, yeah, you're right. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. So let me check out what it is. Why is this failing? I'm always interested in okay, fuzzy finder. A command line fuzzy finder written in Go. So what's a fuzzy finder? Huh. Like, is it a way to replace grep? I guess it is. Let me get the screen back on. So, sorry, yeah. Command line fuzzy finder, interactive Unix filter for command line that can be used with any lists, files, command history, process hosting, bookmark, git commits, etc. Interesting. Let's have a look at that. Huh. Ooh, NeoVim plugin. Nice. Ooh, that's a long README. Okay. So let's say... Looks nice. Let's say I want to replace the grep calls that I made earlier with this. Right. Oh, I didn't install it. Fuzzy find is when you type approximate text and find it. You can use it on any list like CLI history. So, right, so it must have commands that I should use. Like, how do you use that? Okay, pipe fseed f. Huh. Try Control R. Okay. Right. Control R. Okay, it tells me all the files here, and say I want to look, for example, hooks. Yeah, okay. Well, it finds hacks, which is not what I wanted, but I guess that's the point of a fuzzy finder. Default. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so... Woohoo, okay. Extended search mode. So if I type fzdef default, right, it needs to understand what I'm doing with it. Yep. Preview. Right, Pagure hooks default. Okay, that's here. Yeah, that's pretty good because it, yeah, it's apparently, okay. So that's a replacement for find, but I'm pretty sure it does. It looks like it does a ton of things actually. But it doesn't seem to be hooked to my Control R at the moment, unless that's because I need to open a new. I'm still using the regular bash thing. Maybe I need to enable it to replace bash's completion. Key bindings for the command line. That's not a script. We're set up following. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so that. I suppose this didn't run. Right, so there's key binding here, but they don't seem to be installed. Ah, there's a readme.fedora. Infra will only enable the shell completion and install the plugin for Vim and NeoVim by default. They are generally non-intrusive. The key binding are installed but non-enabled. Okay. Ah, there it is. Okay. So if I source keybinding.bash, then Control R. Ah, yeah, there it is. Then Control R is calling FZF. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Right, so I need to source that. Okay, that's pretty cool. So what does it do for bash? Control T, pass the selected file and direction to the command line. Ooh, okay. Nice. Oh, that's nice. And Alt C, CD into the selected directory. Alt C. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll enable it on my system. Or profile. Yes, that's profile.d. fzf.sh. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Thanks for the tip, Crossbow. I'll add it and see if I get used to that. That's pretty cool. Yes, new toys to play with. So what if I do... Okay. And now it says... No. Fuzzy completion for files and directories can be triggered if the word before the cursor ends with the trigger sequence by default ***. Okay, so vim *** tabulation. Yeah, that doesn't work. Source. Did I source it? Vim ***. Okay. Doesn't look like this is enabled. What else? What do we have here? Start sting. Oh no. No. And OF ignore. That's totally not what I'm looking for. Thank you very much. Okay. Maybe it's not 2 stars. What's the fuzzy pattern? Maybe just tab. Let's try. Nah, that's the regular one. Or can it be default? No. Or no. Oh, yes, so maybe I haven't, maybe I haven't sourced that because I didn't create a new shell. Ah, there it is. Okay, yeah, okay, so it's star. Oh, that's pretty nice. It is pretty nice indeed. And there's a Vim plugin. Okay, so where is it installed? Oh, wait, what? Right. Vim files plugin, I suspect that this one, or nvim. Where is my NeoVim? That's Vim. Is there something about NeoVim? Because I've been using NeoVim recently. Is it the same thing? Maybe not. Right. Okay, that's all the plugins that I use. And now I want to add another one. Plug in the path to it. And the path is... Oh, that's already... fzf.vim. Huh. So how do I enable that? RTP. Or is it, how do I know if it's already enabled? It may already be enabled. Like fzf. Ah, let's see that. So, Vim. Haha! Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. So it's already enabled in my Vim just by installing the package. That's nice. Say I want to... So do I have a shortcut for that? By basic fuzzy file selector. Nice. Nice. Okay, that's cool. So I can do default, and that's actually pretty good. A bit of a gadget, but I like gadgets, so it's all good. Okay, thanks for sharing that. Thanks, Razvo, and I hope I have some tools that I could share as well to help each other. That would be nice. All right, I think I'm gonna stop there. It's 5 my time, so I'm gonna refill this cup of tea and keep going. Thanks for the tips and for coming by and listening to all that. It's been a pleasure as always, and I'll see you. I think I see you next week. What date is that next week? It's the 22nd. Well, I am not sure. I mean, I might be there, but I'm not sure. You'll see. I'll warn you. I'll warn you in the usual channels. And I would be interested to know where you heard about, like where you get your notifications from. Is it from Mastodon? Is it from Discourse? Is it from Matrix? Is it from, well, where are you getting them from, so I can know where I should post something, where it's useful and where it's not so useful, and if there are places where it would be more useful, where I should post about the streams. Any idea about that? And if you do not have any idea, I'm gonna try this new thing that I've never tried called raiding. So you don't use notifications, right? So how do you, so you just have an event or an alarm clock thingy or something in your calendar? Oh, okay, you saw him online. All right, so I guess you were on Twitch before. All right, that's cool. What do I have to point you at for? Do I have anything useful that I could send you to, like any cool streamer that I could send you to? Could be maybe this. Nothing open at the moment. Do you have some preferred streamers that you would recommend me to raid you to, for example? Do you know of other streamers that do this that stream on free software or even Fedora? That would be great. John Who? Okay. Cool. I'll add it to my followers list. I don't know about I don't know about Rust. I don't know Rust at the moment. My compiled languages time is very far, far away from me now. But I mean, one day, why not? I could pick it up again. G-O... Oh yeah, there's no H. Okay. All right. Seems interesting. I'll have a look at that later. Thanks. Okay, I think I'd better get going, so see you maybe next week, maybe not, and I guess you'll see. Ooh. And if I don't see you next week, have a good end of the year. Have a good, I don't know, like solstice party. Anything you celebrate, go for it. And I will see you next time, and maybe it's gonna be next year. We'll see. Goodbye.